What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I am your host, Trevor. Today, we are talking Oakland A's baseball because we haven't talked much about them. First, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, come on in, and remember to hit that bell notification. It will let you know when the podcast is uploaded live, ready for you to watch. Remember, Matt Steinmetz will be here tomorrow to talk Warrior basketball with me, so please look out for that for the 100th episode. And let's get into Warrior basketball. We're getting into Oakland A baseball this time. Oakland A baseball. So, first off, Mark Kotsay has been extended, which is a very good sign for the Oakland A's, I guess, for stability, but his record is not exactly stellar. We're looking at a 179 and 307 record for Mark Kotsay, so he really is just a placeholder coach until this team moves to Las Vegas, if they move to Las Vegas, and gets a little bit better. If they get better. I don't trust this ownership to pay any money to anybody or make any big trades. So who knows? Kotsay might be around for a little while. I'm a fan favorite of Kotsay. I love Mark Kotsay as a player. I'm not sure how good of a coach he is. He doesn't have much to work with, but he's there, and he's extended all the way through 2028, which means he could, and he's got a player or a coaching option for 2029, which means he could actually coach in the new Las Vegas stadium, depending on whether it's actually ready to go by 2029 and if they actually get there. Now, news is that the ownership is ponying up. But before we get to the Las Vegas stadium news, let's talk a little bit about the stadium in Sacramento right now. So it's still kind of getting ready for Oakland A baseball, but this is crazy because the fact is they're playing in a 10,000 seat stadium, which is obviously very, very small. It's a AAA stadium, and it's not meant for Major League Baseball. If there's one good thing about this stadium that I'll say, if at all, it's that the fans are going to get a more personal, up-close experience with watching the Oakland A's and other good teams that come into play. And they'll actually feel like they're a little bit more part of the game. You know, all the seats in that stadium are very close and very over the field. It's a nice stadium for, the fans. I don't know how that works for Major League Baseball and the logistics of parking and the players getting in and into the dugouts and in their locker rooms and all the things they need to do without going through fans. I've been to that stadium before. I'm not sure how they're going to block everything off. I don't know if there's going to be traffic issues. Most likely there will be, just by where it's at. Unless Oakland fans decide they're just not going to go to the games, which a lot have. I've been one of them. I might go to one just because I'd like to see what that looks like there, but I really don't like the idea of spending money on the Oakland A's when the ownership does not care about myself as the fan. But either way, just seeing them play there for 3 or 4 years, whatever it might be, will be kind of fun. But at the end of the day, they are moving to Las Vegas. I hate the owners for doing this. I love the A's. I've come to the conclusion that I will support my team because I'm not a bandwagon guy. I love the Oakland A's. I love the history behind the Oakland A's, and they're not going to stop being my favorite baseball team. But I'm not going to give another dime to the ownership either, I don't think. Unless they turn around and start spending money on players and putting a team on the field that I can actually enjoy watching. I don't think they're going to do that. My personal opinion is if they make it to Vegas and they get the stadium built, they'll be selling that team shortly thereafter. That's what I think. But either way, they can't go to Vegas and be losers. They can't do that. They have to put a winning team out there or the ownership will just get run out of town. I don't think Vegas is going to put up with that, especially when they know the history of the Oakland A's already and the ownership. They're going to expect this owner to do something about turning the team around and putting quality players on the field, or the people just won't go watch and they'll boycott, and the Oakland A's will just be a horrible baseball team in Vegas instead of Oakland. So we'll see what the owner's intents are, but the bottom line is they say they're going to put up the money. So let's just talk about construction and what's going on in Las Vegas right now. Construction is expected to begin in April of 2025. So if construction begins in April of 2025, they say the estimated cost, by the way, is going to be $1.75 billion, okay? In the A's ownership, that means John Fisher, the most hated guy in all of sports probably, and his family will have to pay $1.4 billion of that cost because Las Vegas, well, public funding, is only coming out of pocket $350 million, which is fair because I just hate the fact that these owners are asking for people to come out of pocket at all. You don't get a discount on a ticket. If you're a Las Vegas resident and you're being taxed for this stadium, do you get a discount on baseball tickets? I doubt it very seriously. I don't see why you should be taxed for something you're not getting anything in return. That I mean, even if the A's are giving back to the community, I'd love to see what that is and how that looks before I'm super excited about Las Vegas residents coming out of pocket $350 million. But that's my own personal opinion. Whatever, they're getting a baseball team out of it. So it's a 33,000 seat venue. It's supposed to have a retractable roof. I don't know why you'd retract it in that heat. That sounds just crazy. And it should have views of all of Las Vegas. So it should be a pretty cool looking stadium, possibly. But it's still open. It's still going to be incredibly hot for people. It just seems like a bad idea all around. So overall, am I excited about the news the A's are moving? Not at all. And are Las Vegas residents excited that the Oakland A's are coming to play there? Probably not as much as maybe an expansion team. That's for sure. I think if they had an expansion team coming, they'd be way more excited. You'd see more, you'd probably start seeing merch already, but you don't because it's the Oakland A's. It's an owner that's absolutely horrible. And most people would feel like getting rid of the owner would be a great thing. Let's see. If the Oakland A's name could stay with Oakland, I would almost feel a million times better with the team moving than them taking the A's name and history and everything along with it. But I have no problem with the owner taking a baseball team and going to Las Vegas. I'm just mad that it's the A's. So I don't think anybody in Las Vegas has a whole lot to be excited about when it comes to John Fisher and the Oakland A's moving there, other than they're getting a new team. So it's kind of a whatever kind of a moment until he proves otherwise. He's not going to put a good team together in Sacramento, guys. It's a 10,000 seat stadium that nobody wants to play in. No professional player wants to play there, except for maybe guys who are just being brought up in the MLB that are just happy to be in the show. So my conclusion is, overall, you want to go see a pro baseball team up close and personal in a AAA stadium? Sounds like a pretty cool idea, but that's about it. That's about it. You're not going to see a good A's team. You'll get to go and see other teams. And by the way, it wouldn't surprise me if the teams that come in and play the A's are sitting some of their superstars that don't want to play there. I would not be surprised if some of those guys take the weekend off or whatever it is, and you play some other guys. That's what it seems like to me would be the outcome, for all of this. But hey, what do I know? Either way, I love the Oakland A's. I'm with you guys, fans out there that hate the fact that they moved, and I hate this ownership, but I do love the team, and I will support the team with moral support, just not coming out of pocket and buying anything as long as this owner continues to be the douchebag that he is. And that's the bottom line. It's a complete asshole. Nobody likes him, and the sooner he sells this team, the better. And let's get a move on. If he turns it around and starts putting a good team on the field, I'm not sure I can trust him that he's going to keep that team on the field for too long, because all he wants is money. And when he gains the value from the players, he'll either trade them, or, best case scenario, the team becomes so valuable that he sells it. And that would be even better. But all of those things have to mean that he cares enough to put a team on the field that can play baseball. So let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's my Oakland A's report for the week. I'll try and do another one next week, depending on the news. Baseball is going to start ramping up soon, so we're going to talk more about Oakland A's. We're going to talk more about the Giants. We're going to have more podcasts during the week on that. We're going to continue with the Warriors because they're deep into their season. and how that continues on with Jimmy Butler. And of course, we're going to talk more. We're going to talk tomorrow with Matt Steinmetz. He's a tough one. We'll see what his opinions are. They're always very analytical, and they always are, I wouldn't say always on point in my opinion, but a lot of them are. And so it's going to be a fun conversation. So tune in for that one tomorrow, guys. Anyway, until then, hey, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. I'll keep working for you. You keep watching. See you in the next one.